What if I told you that everything you know about feeding your dog might be wrong? Yes, just like you heard. Because while thousands of people keep spending fortunes on premium kibble, believing they're doing the best for their pets, you're about to discover a truth that few share, and that could completely transform your dog's health and mood. Have you ever wondered why your furry friend sometimes lacks energy, or why their coat has lost its shine, or why they keep having digestive issues despite eating what the vet recommended? Well, here's the thing. Not everything that comes in a bag equals health. And if what you're looking for is a stronger, happier dog with many years of life ahead, you need to know the 3 natural foods that can change the game forever. In this video, I won't just show you what to feed instead of kibble. I'll teach you how to do it right with practical examples and tips no one else shares. Believe me, what you're about to learn could save you vet visits and improve your best friend's quality of life. So get ready, because this isn't just another food list. This is real, applicable knowledge backed by experience. Look, it's no coincidence that dogs, those loyal companions who sense when you're sad even before you do, launch like rockets when they smell unseasoned boiled chicken coming from the kitchen. That food, so simple and so powerful, offers much more than taste. It's pure, lean protein, without unnecessary fat, without seasonings that can affect the dog's digestive system. Some pet owners still believe they need to spend fortunes on supplements to see their dog strong, muscular, and full of energy. But what if I told you the secret lies in that basic recipe you might be overlooking? Cooking chicken with no salt, no garlic, no onion, simply in hot water, can be the first step toward a visible physical transformation in your dog. There's a reason elite dog trainers recommend this food, because it's digestible, balanced, and full of benefits. Picture it this way. It's like giving your dog a gourmet steak, but designed for their health. Now, before you run to boil water, hear me out. The magic is in consistency. It's not about giving your dog plain boiled chicken today and going back to kibble filled with artificial fillers tomorrow. No, it's about building a routine where this food becomes a solid foundation. Want a practical example? 1 daily portion, equivalent to the palm of your hand, accompanied by brown rice, but we'll talk about that, can fulfill many of your dog's nutritional needs. Many owners notice within a few weeks how their dog's coat becomes shinier, how the animal seems more alert, and even how their mood improves. Yes, dogs have emotional ups and downs too, and what they eat has an impact. Believe me, when you introduce unseasoned chicken into their diet, you're telling their body, I respect you, I understand you, I want to see you well. And they feel it. They return it with more energy, more affection, and most importantly, with lasting health. And if you're wondering whether every dog can eat this, the answer is almost always yes. Except in very specific cases, which a vet should evaluate, unseasoned boiled chicken is one of the most universal foods for our 4-legged friends. And no, this isn't some naturalist trend or an attempt to humanize animals. It's about using logic and observing what works. There are pet owners who've managed to reduce intestinal issues, skin allergies, and even bad breath with just this simple change. The key is to try, observe, and adjust. Can you imagine what would happen if you combine this protein with a fiber and energy-rich base? Now we're talking about a true canine food revolution. But that comes right after. Brown rice. That humble grain many humans underestimate, but that can mark a before and after in a dog's diet. When we talk about canine nutrition, most people jump straight to protein and forget something essential: sustained energy. And this is where brown rice steps in as a true protagonist. It's not just a decorative side for unseasoned boiled chicken, it's the base that gives the dog's body the fuel it needs to function in balance throughout the day. Have you ever seen your dog with random energy spikes followed by long periods of lethargy? That might be directly connected to what they're eating. Brown rice, with its natural fiber, slower digestion, and glucose-stabilizing properties, acts like a silent regulator that keeps everything in place. What I love most about brown rice is its versatility. You can cook it in large batches, store it in portions, and use it throughout the week. And if you combine it with unseasoned boiled chicken, you've got a golden duo. But it's not just about mixing for the sake of mixing. There's a smart way to do it. For example, a small cup of cooked brown rice per portion of protein, mixed with a bit of raw or cooked chopped carrot, creates a balanced meal your dog won't just love. they'll get the most out of it. This combination doesn't bloat, doesn't sit heavy, and most importantly, doesn't intoxicate. Why keep relying on kibble full of additives when you can make something this simple, affordable, and powerful right in your own kitchen? You don't need to be a chef or have tons of free time, just the will to care with intention. And let's be clear, not all rice is created equal. White rice, although popular, lacks many of the properties that brown rice retains. That little brown grain contains B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and most importantly, fiber. And no, it's not a healthy fad from Fit Human blogs, it's science applied to animal wellness. I've seen real cases, and I'm not talking about distant stories, where dogs with chronic gastrointestinal problems improved just by adding brown rice to their meals. Overweight dogs began to lose weight naturally, simply because their food stopped being a bomb of empty carbs. You know what happens when you combine this base with quality proteins and functional vegetables? The dog's body begins to work in harmony. But be careful, because the next element in this formula is small, orange, and surprisingly powerful. Now we've arrived at that ingredient many ignore, but that could become your dog's favorite natural snack, raw or cooked carrot. And before you say, carrot? Let me tell you something few pet owners know. That bright orange root isn't just a source of fiber or a cute option for Instagram pics. It's a real tool to improve your dog's digestive, dental, and even emotional health. Just as unseasoned boiled chicken plays an essential protein role and brown rice supports the energy system, the carrot comes in to fine-tune the details. It's like that final touch that turns a good meal into an extraordinary one. Rich in beta-carotene, vitamin A, antioxidants, and with a crunch that seems tailor-made for canine jaws, raw carrot can even work as an edible toy. Does your dog chew everything in sight? Try a fresh, peeled, refrigerated carrot. It won't just entertain them, it cleans their teeth too. But beware, the magic is in how it's offered. A raw or cooked carrot may seem simple, but it has more than one trick up its sleeve. Raw, it keeps its full texture, ideal for young or chew-happy dogs. Cooked, it softens and becomes perfect for older or sensitive dogs. You can chop it into cubes and mix it with brown rice and unseasoned boiled chicken to create a dish that, believe me, no dog will refuse. Did you know many commercial dog snacks imitate the flavor of carrot without having any real carrot in them? That tells you everything. The dog's body recognizes what's natural, it appreciates it, and it transforms it into vitality. I've seen dogs with dull coats, slow digestion, and bad breath change radically just by regularly adding raw or cooked carrot to their diets. What other vegetable do you know that does so much and asks for so little? And let me tell you a true story. A client once called me worried because her dog was eating grass every day. "Is he sick?" she asked me. The answer was simpler than she thought. He needed fiber. We introduced raw carrot and brown rice to his meals, along with the trusty unseasoned boiled chicken, and in less than a week, goodbye grass. Sometimes the body knows what it needs but doesn't know how to ask for it. That's where we come in, as the conscious guides we're meant to be. Can you imagine what would happen if all dogs had access to a diet this simple and effective? The interesting thing is that it's not expensive, it's not complicated, and it doesn't require advanced culinary skills. Just intention, knowledge, and the desire to see your furry one live many more years with energy and fulfillment. So now that you know that unseasoned boiled chicken can give strength, that brown rice sustains energy, and that raw or cooked carrot refines health, are you still going to blindly trust what comes in a bag? Because let's be honest, if today you have the power to transform your dog's life with just 3 ingredients you might already have in your kitchen, what are you waiting for? Will you let this opportunity pass, or will you be one of the few who actually take action? Most people will watch this video and forget it in minutes. But you, if you've made it this far, are already one step ahead. Now it's your turn to choose, empty food or real nutrition, automatic routine or true connection with your pet. And if this made you think, imagine everything we can still teach you. So don't leave without doing something important. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because every week there's more content like this, designed to help you care for your dog with intelligence, love, and strategy.